That's not go up.
Watch your 6. Resurgence window is ending. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices.
Look at these houses, they're definitely gonna be killed over here.
Moving here.
Gas is inbound. Some of your team is still outside the safe zone.
Somebody on me.
Cracked him. Go in this building. In the bathroom. Out of the bathroom.
What's that nigga doing? Nigga look good.
I've got no guns to rush him. I've just got sniper.
Hostile dropping into the area.
There's just one on
Watch
its
the
own.
skies.
Nobody in here, nobody in here.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This is for keeps.
Nobody in here.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
Moving.
Enemy UAV active.
What's the electrical discharge?
It just fucking like makes them tweak a little bit, and you can fuck with them because they're shooting. They have to shoot.
Okay. I could be throwing down and know what the fuck to do.
Alright, let's try to hold this room down,
Moving
man.
here.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Planting Claymore!
Enemy marked.
You want to do?
Placing Claymore!
Gas is moving.
Over here, knock,
Hostile UAV in the area.
knock the place. Knock one.
Enemy movement spotted.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
Your team made it to the safe zone.
Hostiles
Over
moving.
here.
Enemy on the move.
Oh. Over here, I've seen something.
Throwing grenade!
Your life, soldier.
Only 25 left. Keep up the good work.
Mortar support incoming!
Solid copy. Mortar strike on the way.
He's really over here and downstairs.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, fuck.
No hit. Shots win.
Chingado! Fight through that
Right
pain!
here.
Thanks, buddy.
Hang in there, hang in there.
Where'd you go, buddy?
People jumping behind us.
Oh, fucking bitch.
Enemy UAV overhead.
One's down here. Finish him.
Good shit. Pick me up, pink. Two more coming. Oh, fuck. Two more coming.
Got gas moving in.
I don't know how to They're raising that guy on the ground.
Less than 25 were still standing. You fought hard out there. Return to base for debrief.
Take the fire!
You're in the top 10. Well done.
Detectives identified 20-year-old Evan Haley and 4 minors as the suspects. They obtained arrest and search warrants for their homes. During those searches, police found 5 handguns, extended magazines, drum magazines, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. Haley was booked into the Santa Clara County Jail on charges of home evasion and attempted homicide. The minors were booked into juvenile hall. The authorities are trying to figure out what led to a man's death. Sheriff's deputies found an unconscious man inside a truck in the Rancho Del Mar Shopping Center parking lot around 3:15 this morning. He started life-saving measures. Police Department with details for Christian.
Yeah, Aaron, as anyone can imagine, it's a very stressful, tiring time for the family.
Where else would we eat?
For their Lucido's family says that he went missing on Saturday after wandering from his home, on the 500 block of Davis Avenue. His bike was found on Sunday, the day after, just outside the Del Monte Forest on Shafter Avenue, where his search parties gathered this morning. Today, about 50 friends, family, and community members showed up as time is critical. Lucido is prone to seizures, easily disoriented, and can fall. The search heartbreaking, even for the volunteers doing what they can.
I don't know, I think we're about 2 miles, maybe in and out. Didn't cover a lot of ground, didn't much noticing in and out. But it's obvious a lot of people been searching before we got there. We got to go out and calling his name and hope for the best. Yeah. I feel really bad for the family.
The family says they need more resources. They're asking anyone in the Del Monte Forest area with ring cameras to check the video. They're also asking anyone with search and rescue dogs to join their effort. Now, the Monterey Police Department, as I said, is the leading agency handling this investigation, and while the Monterey County Sheriff's Office has suspended their search, the police department says they are still looking for video and any witnesses. Anyone with information is encouraged to call in. Live in Monterey, Christian Baldera, KTW, Action News 8.
Christian, thank you. Monterey County is working on a long-term recovery plan for Pajaro. Action News 8 reporter Jake Flores has details on that plan and what type of assistance the community can expect.
The state budget approved this year will give $20 million to the town of Pajaro following the flooding that hit the area earlier this year. With so much money going to Pajaro to help recovery efforts, a plan needs to be in place. The Monterey County Board of Supervisors held a meeting Tuesday where they began discussing long-term recovery efforts.
And so we're at that process now where we're moving from response into recovery. And now what we're starting to look at is mid and long-term recovery and what the county can do and what the community can do to look at resilience from a whole community perspective.
According to Monterey County, from March 28th through May 18th, the FEMA Disaster Recovery Center registered more than 2,500 storm victims for individual assistance, with close to 1,000 approvals for a total amounting over $5 million. Some of the long-term plans for recovery include the development of permanent housing solutions, emotional and psychological health, and reestablishing disrupted healthcare services.
To me, this proposal really represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, not just for the residents of Pajaro, but for all of the residents of Monterey County.
As for what's next, the first meeting of the Long-Term Recovery Plan Committee is scheduled for August 29th, with an update from the Board of Supervisors in mid-September. In Salinas, Jake Flores, KCW, Action News 8.
This week, FEMA extended the deadline to apply for disaster assistance to September 1st. Annual crop report was released today in Monterey County. The report outlines the value of the industry as a whole and by commodity for the year 2022. Also highlights some of the challenges and trends seen throughout the year. Action News 8 reporter Brisa Colon is live in Salinas to break it down for us. Brisa?
Aaron, according to this report out from the Monterey County Ag Commissioner, there was a 13.1% increase in the gross dollar value. This compared to 2021, and this increase is showing that there's a lot of demand in our county-grown produce.
Agriculture is a $51.2 billion industry in the state of California. Of all the counties, Monterey County ranks 4th. According to the 2022 annual crop report, the gross dollar value of crops increased from $4.1 billion in 2021 to $4.6 billion in 2022 in Monterey County.
Unless you see numbers and data, we can talk all we want about how important agriculture is, but there's something about numbers that really showcase, what that means to people.
The year's top 5 crops: strawberries, leaf lettuce, then head lettuce, broccoli, and cauliflower.
Even though strawberries are number 1, leafy greens make up about 70% of the county's total gross production value. That's why the Central Coast is known as the salad bowl of the world.
Ag leaders say this report shows us what the county's ag industry delivers nationwide and how markets are coming back post-pandemic. But with each year comes unique challenges. The crops and farmers affected by market demand, inflation, weather, and labor availability.
You'll see that the actual price of the crops that we're getting is not keeping pace with the amount of inflation that we're seeing, at least in the last couple of years.
Some of the crops affected most last year were wine grapes, production going down 20% due to warm summer weather. Lettuce, as it continues to be impacted by infectious virus known as INSV, and cannabis taking one of the largest hits, the value in the county declining by 54% due to low pricing leading to reduced production. Effects of climate change already modifying the landscape of ag in the county, from the storms to new crops never seen before.
Into the future, we definitely want to have varieties that are more resistant to some of that climate change. And potentially, we may get to the point where it gets too warm here. We may begin to see other commodities that we haven't traditionally hit here in our county.
And just to be clear, this report is 2022 and does not include the storms that happened earlier this year. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the 2023 report to see how the storms impacted and the difference between this year's and next year's in terms of how the storms impacted agriculture economically. Reporting in Salinas, I'm Brisa Colon, KSPW, Action News 8.
Thank you, Brisa. And we actually have some numbers where that is concerned. Monterey County Ag Commissioner has released estimates for crop damage from severe storms earlier this year. January storms resulted in about $336 million in damages. Then the storms in March resulted in about $264 million in damages, collectively putting the combined cost at $600 million. Strawberries alone accounted for $160 million in losses. Planned Park in Salinas is looking for a name, and community leaders are asking for suggestions. Big Sur Land Trust is working with the city to develop 73 acres of Carr Lake in central Salinas. They want to use it for open space habitats, trails, and a neighborhood park. Developers are targeting a November groundbreaking, but the park still doesn't have a name. You can find the link to submit your suggestion at kspw.com. Coming up, a looming strike avoided, at least for now, the deal UPS reached with its union workers and why economists aren't, well, they're not at ease just yet. Covered California health insurance premiums going up next year. Some will feel it, some will not. We'll have all the details on that. Wildfires in Greece continue to rage amid an extreme heat wave when conditions are expected to improve. Very close encounters between people and sea lions has San Diego leaders considering beach access. First up, here's our chief meteorologist, Steve Solomon, with a quick look at tonight's weather.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the view. Pretty nice out there right now. There are the low clouds that are causing kind of breaking off the coast. In some cases, it's intersecting the coast. You can see what it looked like early this morning at 8, 9 a.m. and then it cleared out. They're now sort of coming back around the horn here. So a broken early layer, but it is there. If you're in it, you're in the cool stuff, and if you're not, you're in the warm stuff. Look at that. 60 in Aptos, 88 though in Felton, 82 in San Jose, 88 Thomas for right now, with upper 50s in Pebble and an 88 in Big Sur. So yeah, we got some ranges. And a breeze, 5 to 15, so nothing that warm there. Again, mostly on the light side, valley breeze a little bit stronger. 60 to 78 through the evening, a nice one.